Good job, boys. Back at y'all with another video. My fault, I took a little break. I'm gonna tap my chest on that one. That's on me. I know I said grind, no stop, but I got a little busy. I ain't gonna lie. 9 to 5 start cooking me. Not even 9 to 5. 10-hour shifts have been cooking me. I'm working a full-time job. I'm trying my best. Today, well, y'all can look at the title and see. OJ. Your time has come. You're done. We're gonna talk about this streamer university, whatever he got going on. For y'all that do not know, Stream University is going on right now. Well, today is actually the last day. They're all going home. But a couple days ago, well, as y'all know, they invited the alumni back from last year. They invited them back. Cool. We wanted to see them back. We wanted to see them back on campus, doing anything, interacting with the smaller streamers, becoming, just getting everybody involved, and making small streamers bigger as the goal of Stream University. That is the goal, to make small streamers bigger. And shout out Suburb Baby. Oh my God, he ran it up. Shout out Madi, shout out Reem. Shout out all of them. Shout out to the big streamer that was really interacting with the small streamers. That's what it's about. But back to you, OJ. You thought it was cool to get on stream at Streamer University and ridicule that man? For y'all that don't know, just give y'all a little bit of context. I'm gonna get straight to the point. I ain't even going to. OJ got on Blackboy Max stream and decided to ridicule him in front of the world for being himself. He told Max, don't sell your soul. They want your soul. You got diva tatted. You're not a diva. You're a demon, in his Jamaican accent. Told him he needs holy oil. You need holy oil. Yo, I don't know what done got into cuz, but he's tripping. And then in the same breath, gonna say, it was a joke. It wasn't a joke. Jokes are supposed to be funny. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, it's truth behind jokes. That person, yo, you really, and you take offense to it, they're like, yo, chill, I'm just joking, bro. They not joke, they joking, right? But it's a truth behind jokes, bro. People don't say jokes that they don't mean. They mean it. Trust, they mean it. A little, they mean it. And then, he a hypocrite. He literally said, verbatim, he said, life is about expressing yourself and expressing your opinion without caring about the opinion of others. And then he went and judged somebody for being himself because, oh, he pushing a bad narrative. He pushing a narrative on the kids. What do most kids have? What do most kids have? Parents. They have parents. If you're worried about Blackboy Max's personality changing your kid into quote unquote into being gay, Blackboy Max is the least of your worries. They got drag queens coming to classes and talking to children. Blackboy Max is not encouraging that. Blackboy Max said, be yourself. If being himself mean he wanna be gay, let him be gay. There's nothing you can do about it. Am I saying it's right? No, because we was put here to reproduce. But every sin is equal. You can get on here and cuss. That's what you did is equal to what they did. And I know for a fact OJ is a God-fearing man. So for him to sit there and judge him, which it says not to judge, it says to judge righteously, but he righteously did not judge that man because he was being a hypocrite. You see what I'm saying here? You was just wrong, bro. And that's what I'm gonna get on here and tell y'all. Bro, there's people like OJ who literally are just here to make you feel less of yourself, bro. To make you feel less than, to make you feel like you're doing too much, to make you, to belittle you, to put you in a shell. The people that Max is talking about, literally him. He faced it firsthand. Oh, don't let them get you. Don't let them get your soul. He talking about, oh, Max is my man. He's, me and Max, we go way back. Clearly, y'all don't. And yo, shout out Chris Too Crazy. Chris So Crazy, Chris Too Crazy. Yo, shout out Chris. Yo, he did it off stream and he spoke life into Max, bro. And then the next day he came to me and said, yo, come as you are. God loves us all. Come as you are. Don't try to clean yourself up. Come as you are. That's a real, that's how it was really supposed to be done. By a real God-fearing man, not OJ. Talking about, yo, be yourself, bruh. Stand on y'all morals and principles, bruh. Don't let nobody like OJ, sit there and, this and that. Get into your head. And if y'all want to be like, oh, everybody's pushing a certain agenda. What? Everybody pushing an agenda. And whether an agenda is good or bad is objective. Based on your upbringing and based on how you was raised and based on your morals, your principles, and your values. We all pushing an agenda. Some deem bad, some deem good. But we all pushing an agenda. And I don't know what made you think your opinion outweighs everybody else's for you to be like, oh, he pushing an agenda on the kids, da-da-da-da-da. Be a parent and restrict your kids' phone use. What you mean? You got them the phone. You can restrict what they watch, what they intake. You should do the same thing to yourself. If you go on TikTok, you see put your brain rot stuff and you don't want to watch it no more, you change your feed. You start liking stuff that you like. You like anime? You go type in anime, like a lot of videos. Bet you go to your For You page, bet you be a lot of anime. Your For You page changes the algorithm based off what you like, what you comment on, what you spend the most time watching. The apps track other apps. They know what you like. So as a parent, you're able to tell your kid what they can and cannot watch. You're the adult. Be an adult. If Max's personality is something you don't want your kids being around, don't let them watch Max. We're grown. And if a grown man is influenced by Max in a negative way, that's their problem. They're watching Max. Like, it gives me a headache and it makes me like, dang, like, we really in a world where like we don't mind our business and let people be themselves. Be yourself, bruh. Why would you even want to be somebody that you're not? Eventually the walls are going to come down and the real you's going to show. Whether you like it or not, you can't change character. You can't. Even if OJ sat there and did tell him to do all that, he can't change it because that's who he is. He finally built up the confidence to express who he truly is. That's always been him. He just never had the confidence to do it. It's like when you're younger. You're gonna be wearing, it's like clothes. You're gonna be wearing the stuff that everybody else ain't. But maybe when you get older, you get a little more confidence. You might get to explore and you be like, oh, I ain't gonna lie, I like the way that look on me. I like this, I like that. And then you get the confidence to be like, yo, I don't care what they talking about. I don't care. You shouldn't care what they talking about. You shouldn't care what they're talking about. It's your life, bro. You gonna sit there and live the life of others? It's enough people in this world telling you negative things. You gonna tell negative things about yourself? Like, oh, damn. No. You should hang around people who speak life into you, and you should speak life into yourself. You'll live a better life that way. And stay away from people like OJ. He's negative. I'm talking about, oh, I would have. You only apologize because you got backlash for it. It wasn't genuine. I'm glad Max didn't give you the chance to talk. And yo, shout out Wardrobe. Oh my, shout out Wardrobe for defending Max like that. Oh my, you stood on business. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Don't let nobody disrespect nothing. You're not about to sit there and play in my man's face. That's my man's. You're not about to play. And he got on him. And handled it accordingly. And broke it down with facts. Who are you to tell him what? And like, we can put the cameras down. We could put the cameras down. Like my man's was saying, we can put the cameras down. We don't gotta do this internet stuff. We can put the cameras down and we can have a conversation. We can talk. That's the problem nowadays. Everything gotta be, no, not everything gotta be done on camera. Time and place. Now you burnt the bridge forever because you wanted to tell him about something you could have told him in private. And if you want to push a certain agenda, push that agenda on your platform. What? Don't push the agenda on my platform. It's my platform. I worked hard for this. You didn't work hard for this. I did. For you to come on my platform and tell me what needs to be done and what don't need to be done. Who are you? But like I said, bro, at the end of the day, this is what I want to leave y'all with, yo. Be yourself and stay around people who are going to allow you to be yourself and stay around people who aren't yes men and going to check you in private and not in public and ridicule you and degrade you and make you feel less of a man because they don't agree with something you did. If I really out here drawing, bro, my man's going to let me know. And he's not going to let me know in a public setting. Whether he deem what I'm doing causing safety to others or not. Now, if you're really truly violent and you're endangering other people's lives, check me right then and there. You feel me? Because what I'm doing is endangering not only me, it's endangering you, and it's endangering others. I can understand that. But over an agenda, I swear people have the lowest EQ nowadays. EQ, emotional intelligence, bro. People got the lowest EQs ever nowadays, bro. Don't know what be wrong with folks, bro. But yo, I ain't gonna drag this video too long, bro. OJK, and shout out Wardrobe, shout out Chris Too Crazy, and shout out everybody who is ignoring AJ. He got, not AJ, OJ, he got blackballed. Get him up out of here. You're done, you're finished, your content career is over. Get out of here. Anybody who agree with him, eat a Frank. And I'm up out of here, bro. Be yourself. Don't let nobody change y'all, bro. Be yourself, man. Don't let nobody change y'all. I'm out. Be yourself. If you didn't pray today, pray. Have a great day. Amen.